Oh, it's a scene of a murder. Murder. Dried blood. Sign of good things to come. Well, folks, it is bow season yet again here in Arkansas. Ooh, geese!
Yes, we love geese. Oh. Respect my goose authority, you guys. Oh, God, it's a goose.
I am off to Bobcat Cabin on top of Bobcat Mountain, yes. And then to the Ouachetals tomorrow with Trayvon, hopefully. If he shows up this evening, we'll go out there mañana morning. If not, I'll go out there by myself with a bow and try to put one down on the ground with a bow. That'd be super awesome. So, muzzleloader is through, or the first muzzleloader season is through for the year. We'll get another one that's 3 or 4 days in early December, usually. It's kind of when the second rut will hit. And then between now and then is rifle season. Rifle season starts technically for the whole state. Modern gun season starts the 13th of November. And the 13th through the 17th, Mihaela and I will be at deer camp in the Ozark Mountains up in Van Buren County, in one of the WMAs up there, Golf Mountain. It's the same place we went last year, and it was pretty cool. So hopefully we'll get something up there. We have a chance up there at getting a deer of either sex, buck or doe, and there's no antler restrictions, so you can get a spike or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can get a bear of either sex, doesn't matter. And you can get an elk up there because, although it's rare, there are some elk that wander off the game preserve just to the west, and maybe a little bit south of the WMA where we're going. So, I mean, there's all kinds of opportunity. There'll be several other hunters there, but there's all kinds of opportunity, and it'll be fun. So before that, though, there is a special youth-only modern gun hunt on the 6th and 7th of November. And so even though I'm going to Bobcat Mountain this weekend, I'm not going to hunt it. I'm going to hunt the public land because I want the land to cool off from the other day and allow it to rest so that Mihaela can go out there hopefully and get a buck. So anyway, come along. I've got to stop in Charleston to get some firewood. I got the trailer on back here, and I got both coolers full of ice just in case we get something. It'd be cool if we got a bear. And hopefully Trayvon comes along and we're successful tomorrow. He'll be hunting Chaffee this afternoon and evening, so he may just come on out there after that. Anyway, come along. Bye. Well, cheerings, I got 2 bags of chops, 2 bags of whole corn, and a half a rick of firewood. Should be great. Yes. So, that's a half a rick of wood. It's not bad. I'll still get over here and stuff, so I think we could probably put a rick on there and be just fine. Yes. I've got the table out, and I've got old Weaselbeak's cot set up, so fixing to start a fire, make some supper, and should be good after that. Yes, indeed, child. Yes. Yeah. Oh, she's a rocking and a rolling, boys. Yes, cheering. Where cheerings? How you is? That's bright light. Bright light, bright light. Oh, what I've got here is some backstrap. Yes, from my doe last weekend that the Lord gave me. Anyway, as I said before, this is my supper, by the way. Trayvon's supposed to show up later, and when he do, it'll be time to get some shut-eye and go to the mountains mañana. Yes. Oh, and if he decides not to show up, that's fine too. We will still hunt. Yes. Oh, did you hear that buck grunt? Yeah. It's been a good week. Zoe, our youngest girl, tried out for and made the local volleyball juniors team. So that's really super cool. And Michaela is trying out this weekend, so we hope she makes a team. It'll be hard on the wallet, but good on the heart. So, you know, after that, next weekend is the special youth hunt. So Michaela gets to take a gun, her rifle, J. Quellen, 243, go down there, and hopefully we'll get her a deer, and it'll be awesome. I hope she gets a buck, man. After that, we've got pheasant hunting with Tierney and Momo, and then we've got, what do we got? Oh, the big hunt over in Van Buren County, so that's going to be awesome. Yes, cheerings. God, that's not bad, Tater. Oh, yes. That is one of the most beautiful things you will ever see. The sunset on the mountains. And you can't pay for it. You can't order it. Everyone has been different from the first day of creation, and everyone will continue to be different until the last day. All the money in the world can't buy you that right there. And it's pretty freaking cool. If you were the last human being on earth, Jesus would still make a beautiful sunrise and sunset just for you, because he loves you that much. shit. It's hard to tell how old it is because it's got fungus on it, but there are bears up here, that's for damn sure. Anyway, I'm almost to the stand. I'm coming in the back way from my stand, and I just came upon a pretty fresh scrape. That was done very recently, so that's good. It looks like he's going this way towards my stand, so let's go see if we got any pictures of him on the camera, and then I'm gonna hop into my stand. So there's that old logging road trail as it goes up in the mountains right there. Let's go. That one's fresh, real fresh. I see my camera over here, so I'm gonna go take a look. Okay, everybody. I got a little bit sweaty coming in here. It took me about an hour and a half to sneak down to my stand, but I'm glad I took the way I came, because I found a fresh scrape over there about 50 yards. Feels like the wind is coming this way right now. And then of course we've got the thermals working, but I actually moved my stand up, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet maybe. So probably right at 16 feet-ish right now. I think I've got some better cover though. And that branch last week was driving me crazy because I could never sit back on the tree, you know. So anyway, I switched my camera around from the way it was facing to back on that trail to see if anything comes up. I'm gonna start getting some ranges real quick for my bow, and then settle in, start listening. Bye. So I told you a while ago that I moved my set a few feet higher. I don't know how tall I am exactly up in this tree, but to give you an idea, sticks, 1 aider, and a couple branches up in it. Very peaceful out here. I like this spot. I know as a mobile hunter, I'm not supposed to get too attached to one spot. But I really don't think there's been a whole lot of folks down here hunting this season anyway. And it seems to be a thermal hub or a hub of activity. That doe that I saw the other day, I didn't spook her. I don't think here in my stand. I did jump her when I went up the mountain a couple 100 yards, but I don't think she knew that I came from this spot. In other words, you know. So I was watching a hunting beast video last night with Dan Infalt. I like watching that guy. He's very knowledgeable. He's been hunting for a very long time, and he's just a dude, you know, just an average dude. He was talking about bow hunting, or hunting in general, and picking the right tree for your tree stand. And one of the things that he said really astonished me. And I've told Mahala this before in a roundabout way, but in a different way. What he said was, on this public land, just in this, say, couple 100 acres that I'm getting familiar with here, there's millions and millions of trees. Big ones, little ones. All different kinds, millions of them. And you're trying to pick the tree that a deer is going to walk by. Especially when you're bow hunting, you're talking, you know, with my setup, 30 yards is about my max. I'd rather have them 15 or 20 yards. But you've got to pick the right tree. And he said it's a miracle that anybody ever pulls it off. That they actually pick a tree, hang a set, and kill a deer. And I am utterly and hopelessly addicted to hunting in the outdoors. Thank you, Lord. Lord Jesus, for good and wholesome things. Well, y'all, I have come out of the woods. Didn't see anything, but I jumped that doe about halfway up the hill again, so she's in there. That's her spot. On the way out, I started hearing voices of people. I thought, oh, I better turn on my light, you know, just in case. I don't want nobody shooting me. So there's a man and his son down there checking cameras, looking for something to shoot for youth season. So anyway, it's getting low light now. I see the truck about 80 yards up there. So, back to the cabin. Here we go. Oh, morning, dudes. I think it's Halloween today. Anyway, as y'all saw last night, I came back from the woods empty-handed. That's okay. That doesn't seem right, does it? That button's way over there, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Hell, I don't know. Who knows? I thought I had to do some sewing, but evidently I don't, and that's fine, dudes. Yes. I am going to have my breakfast, and then I'm going to go down there to the Washitaws and move my set. I like that spot a lot. So that's not the deal, but I think it is time to move that set and try something new. So I'm gonna go in light. I'm gonna take my bow with me just in case, but my purpose isn't to actually kill a deer. Although if I do, that'd be great, but it's to get up in a tree different and move my set farther down. So that's what the plan is for today. Yeah. Try to find some hot sign and get on it. But first, breakfast. Ooh. Oh, yes. This is probably about where those dudes had their camera set up. That's a nice scrape. It's a big one. Hey everybody, I wanted to show you something. I'm out here on the public land, and wanted to show you a few things that really irk public land hunters. You see that orange tape right there? There's another one hanging right there. And there's a trail camera right there. You got it marked with a strap. There's nothing wrong with trail cameras and stuff. I got a trail camera back there, although it's about 9 feet up in the air. That's a good way for somebody to steal your trail camera, number one. Number two, if you're going to put tape up like that, you might as well take it down. I understand the concept of it, you know, you're putting it up there so you can find your spots. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of an eyesore. Anyway, some things to think about. This guy hasn't checked his in a while. Looks like he made a mock scrape here. And he made a licking branch, which nothing has used, by the way. And he put a little camera there, and he hasn't checked it in a while. You can tell because there's leaves on it. So, get out and check your cameras, guys. Just saying. All right, everybody. I'm in the ravine that splits these two oak ridges. It's pretty thick up here. It looks like there's a few historical rubs, but not much. It's kind of hard sometimes to find a lot of sign in the mountains, evidently, unless you just find some rubs or scrapes. But it looks like it goes back up over here. Lots of white oaks. I'm back about half a mile right now. So I'm probably 100 yards or so from that camera that I saw. Looks like there might be some trails up here. I'm gonna get up here and see what I can see. Come on. So, I just saw a camera right back there on a tree too. real low on the tree, so it looks like it's pretty new. So I guess, as much as I hate to leave this spot, since there's at least one hunter in here hunting pretty heavy or scouting it pretty heavy, I'm gonna go ahead and take my stuff and my camera up the hill. See what we get. Probably to a whole different spot. I'll probably load up in the truck and go on down the road to a different spot somewhere. There's deer here, that's for sure, but there's also deer other places, so you know. Let's go. So you kind of hate to see other people hunting the same spot that you've been keying in on, but it is public land, and it's free for every red-blooded American to go on and do as they please. So I'm gonna leave those guys to it. That tells me at least I'm getting better at reading signs if there's so many people back here doing the same thing basically that I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is pack up my stuff. I know of a place that I've been wanting to try out way up on the top of Hogan Mountain, 4 or 5, 6 miles from here. So I think I'm gonna go check it out. First, I gotta get my camera. Don't ever let anybody tell you that hunters are lazy. Some of them might be. Some of us might even be out of shape. However, I just walked at least a mile up and down a mountain through that shit. Through briars and brush taller than me, and probably 500 feet vertical. Thought I heard something. Anyway, yeah, I'm sweating. So I understand the concept of trying to out-hunt other hunters and working off of the pressure they create. And trying to hunt that way. And in some really high pressured areas, I imagine that's about all you can do, really. Because there's not a lot of public land and there's a lot of pressure. The thing about up here, though, is that there's 1.8 million acres of Ouachita National Forest up here. So there's really no reason, if there's a lot of people concentrated in one area, there's really no reason to just stay there, tough it out, try to be the better hunter. You can if you want, or if you need to, that's fine, but I don't have to, so I'm not gonna, if that makes any sense. What I'm trying to do here is find the best spot for little old me. Yes. First time me and Mahala went hunting up here, we went right up this mountain. Found a nice little spot. It was cool. The point is, I've got 1.8 million acres to play around with. And surely to goodness, in all of that acreage, there is room for me to hunt and to be successful at killing a deer. So I'm learning, if you want to be a mobile hunter, you got to be able to pack up your set and go hang it somewhere else. And that's kind of hard sometimes because you have confidence in your set and you've put in a lot of hard work on it, you know, and you're seeing some deer, but it's best, I think, to be able to pull down and set up somewhere else. So that's what I'm doing. And plus it's cool to go where there's more adventure, man. You know, so here we go. spot that I was looking for. Ah, yes. Looks like somebody's driven around this a few times. You don't supposed to do that, motherfucker. No. Road closed to stabilize and enhance conditions for wildlife. Yes. And I'm gonna go hang a set down there. I would like to enhance my condition by killing some wildlife. So, I'm parked Lucille here. I think the goal is just to walk down a trail until I find something that looks good, or there's supposed to be a pond way back up in there, kind of a watering hole in the middle of nowhere. And I might find that, see if it's got some good sign on it. If it does, just set up there. Kind of always wanted to hunt a water hole that was secluded and stuff. So anyway, that's where we're going. Oh yeah, it's a big old nice mountain pond. And I think I can see a rub back in there. Problem is, this trail looks like it's been used pretty recently. So I think I'm gonna keep going a little ways. But that's a good sign, man. Bet you there's all kinds of critters coming up here taking a drink, so that's good. So right there is the top, a little peak on top of this mountain. And I think I'm gonna go on top of it, look off the other side and see what I can see. Either way, might be a good spot. See if it has any sign up here. It's not too far off the track, but you know, what do you do? But anyway, I want to go up on this ridge and see if I can see anything other than the entire state of Arkansas. I'm about to the top. I have a feeling once I get up there, there's going to be a bodacious view or something. I don't know. Hello. Almost there. I don't know if you can really see it, but that's what I just came up. It's like straight down. Probably 100 or 200 yards. The trail's just over that way, but I don't know. Maybe nobody will come up here right now. It's not every day you're going through the national forest and you find a survey marker. We must be on straight up mountaintop up here. So it looks like if I head over this way, several hundred yards, this ridge just keeps going like this, and there's a big bowl down here. The trail keeps going that way and then makes a hard 90-degree left turn. So I think I'm gonna go that way. Looks like at the end of this is going to be like kind of a shelf. I'm going to go see what I can see down there. Okay. So that's a fresh rub. And he just demolished that tree. Found a rub line. That's the first rub that I found up here, and it's pretty damn fresh. And he just killed it. That's a little sumac bush, I think. But he just killed it, man. I'm not seeing a lot of other rubs right here. I'm gonna keep going a little bit. I'm gonna start stalking a little bit more too. There's a couple big white oak trees in here. Like there's one right there. Right there. And there's another one. That's a good sign. Looks like from the way it was pretty close to a mile in by now. I don't know exactly, but I'm getting to the end of that point, as you can see. You can see the mountain over there from here. This is one of those spots where it's kind of hard to make a decision on where to set up. It's just an awesome looking spot, but I haven't seen a whole lot of sign, but that doesn't mean a whole lot up here in the mountains. But I'm up here on top of this mountain, that's for damn sure. So I think it would be best if I just go ahead and pick a spot and go ahead and get up there for now. Update. So it's a little bit past 3 o'clock, which I wanted to be already set up and hunting by 3 o'clock, but I haven't found any real good sign. I just haven't. I don't know if that says more about the area or about my sign reading skills. I saw that one rub way up there and that was it on that ridge. I'm actually headed back in a big circle towards where I came, so you know, whatever. Well, that's a sign of some kind of critter. Old tortoise shell. Something ate him a long time ago, yes. It's one heck of a hill. Yes, indeed. So I came out of that spot. I didn't really find any sign, and I didn't feel good about it. I don't know if maybe I'm being too picky or what, but I didn't want to just set my stand in any old tree, you know. So I think when I get back to Lucille, I'm gonna load up and go down the road a little bit farther and see what else I can see. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt. Let's go. So you've got that down there. That's pretty steep. And then this hill just goes straight up. Feel like I'm elk hunting. It would not surprise me if I found an elk up here somewhere and be like, hey, I guess you should be up here. Or some serious bears and pumas. Eat your heart out there. Eat your heart out there, Jeremy. Look at that fucking view. Holy shit. Boys, I am way up in the mountains of Arkansas. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know what mountain or overlook this is, y'all, but holy shit. Oh. Holy shit. That is one hell of a view. Thank you, Lord Jesus. That is awesome, man. Holy crap. I don't even know where I am anymore, y'all. I'm just driving around having fun. It's 4 o'clock. I probably won't get on any deer tonight, but I tell you what, that is one hell of a view. I mean, that's a hell of a view. Whew. Gorgeous. Damn. So you could literally drive for miles and miles and miles out here on this public land and just keep driving. So it's crazy. I think I'm gonna head back up the mountain over to Flood Mountain and see what I'm looking at over there. I mean, it's almost, well, it's not almost. It is a problem of having too much land, pretty much, at your fingertips. So, which is totally cool, you know, but damn, it's so vast out here. It's unreal. So, well, out in the middle of nowhere, might as well check this out. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Hey, Todd, I can see the WMA where we went and hunted for turkey last year. Look at this shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna want to be careful up here, boys. Oh. All right. That is Blue Mountain WMA. That is the edge of Flood Mountain, which I'm on here. And that is one hell of a drop-off. That is Mount Magazine. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty fucking steep, boys. God, Lord have mercy. I can see everything from up here. And them houses down there. And that, of course, is Blue Mountain Lake. So, you know. Cool. Right on, dudes. So it wasn't a waste of a day. I think I'm gonna keep going though. See if I can't find a spot to hunt. Uh-huh. I drove through all of that. Holy shit. Lord have mercy. A lot of that is public land. That's just crazy. So, let's go. We still got a little bit of daylight, not much. You know what's crazy? Is you'll be out here in these wilderness areas, and I mean, it's just beautiful. It's pristine. It's so thick you can't even hardly see through it. And you'll get this feeling, this almost creepy feeling, like, man, there ain't been nobody back here for a while, man. Or, even better, I may be the only human being to ever set foot in this exact spot. And then you see a Keystone Light fucking can on the side of the trail. Don't be that guy, y'all. Clean up your shit, man. Bye. Y'all are gonna think I'm nuts or crazy. I have just traveled like 20 miles, 30 miles, almost 30 miles, which is good. I found some really cool spots just to go and chill out or hunt or hike or whatever. But I'm gonna do a thing that I've recently heard the term dating the fat chick. Yeah. What that means is I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. And when I get there, you'll see what I mean by dating a fat chick. You know, when you're in high school and college, a lot of those really good looking girls, everybody wants to go out with them, but they're real kind of snobby and stuck up. And, you know, unless you're the captain of the football team or something, they're not going to give you the time of day. No. But then you got the fat chick. And, you know, They got a little weight on them, but they like hanging out and they like doing cool things, if you know what I mean. And they're not picky like them good-looking girls. So you hang out with them. You do all kinds of neat, fun, cool stuff. The thing is, though, you don't really want your you don't really want your buddies. You don't really want them to see you dating a fat chick. So that's what I heard from a Mr. Dan Infault, who is a deer killing machine. And that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go in the last place any hunter would want to sit. Might even get made fun by my fellow hunters for dating a fat chick. But I might kill something too. So, here we go. That is a large deer bed. I don't know if it's a buck bed or not, but it's from a very big deer. Once you get past the thick stuff in here, there's trails all over in here. This is what I was talking about, dating a fat chick. It's a high wire cut right off the side of the road, but totally legal. So that's one hell of a bed. Let's keep going, get this hung up. There's a deer up ahead of me about 50 yards. I'm going to try to quietly stalk it. Got about 30 minutes of daylight left. I've got my bow, but that's a hell of a shot. I gotta peek up again and see if it's still there. It is. I'm gonna say she's about 40, 50 yards. Farther than that, probably. I'm gonna try to sneak up there and at least get a shot. It's gonna be hard to do. But it's a doe. Somehow I gotta try to sneak up on it. I can see her ears and her face looking this way. I'm not being very quiet, I know that. I'm gonna say she's 30 or 40 yards. May have to take a long shot. I've got about 15 or 20 yards and she's still up there, but it's a long shot. I think she may have finally spooked off, but this is not a bad spot. Dating a fat chick. Say she's about 50 yards now. She's still there. That was kind of cool. I got to actually put a stalk on a doe. I got to about 60 yards, 50 or 60 yards, and she took off. She didn't spook, but she did go. So I think I'm gonna try to get up the hill a little ways and set up a spot for my stand, and I'll be able to pretty much check this whole hillside here during gun season. That won't be bad at all. Let's go. I've got my stand up. It's a good 15, 16 feet, and I'm gonna leave it there. So here we go. This looks like a really good spot. The things we do for deer. I'm out here with the motherfucking big feets and the bears on a high line cut on public land somewhere in the Ouachita Mountains. Holy shit. Todd. It's a little bit brambly, Todd. A little bit brambly. Eh, shit. God damn. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. I heard something. Scared shit out of me. Well, y'all, I did get to put a stalk on a doe. When I saw her, she's about 100 yards away, and I think I closed the distance to about 60 yards. But that's just too far for me and my bow, so I did get my stand, my set hung up there, and I think it'll be a good place to gun hunt. I'll tell you why. Probably not very many people hunt that, unless they're geniuses like me. But probably not very many people hunt that because it's right there, right off the pavement. And, you know, everybody's like me. They think, oh, I got to go deep in the woods, you know. Well, no, you don't necessarily, so whatever, man. So it was dark when I came out. There was an armadillo on the road. I think I got some video of it. And there was something, I think a deer or something, right next to me, right as I was hanging my seat up, my actual stand part. So I just left the bottom stick and everything. And I didn't put out my my camera though. I might do that next time. I might do that sometime this week. Go up here and do that. So anyway, looks like it's all for this weekend, Tater. Check you later. Bye.